Hello everyone, I'm Kaiju Cooper, and today I'm going to be covering all of the Rise of the Beasts toys so far. This is pretty much all of them. We're going to start with Studio Series and then go into the mainline stuff. Of course, if I missed anything, leave it in the comments. Starting off, we got this crappy looking Core Class RC, and just, wow, it speaks for itself. It looks horrible. It's too kibbly. Yuck. I guess the bike mode does look a little bit better, but man, they should not have sacrificed the robot mode for this. Why did they not just make her a deluxe class figure? Even if it wasn't in scale, that would have looked better. Come on. Look how they massacred my mommy. Moving on from that mess, we got Studio Series Voyager Cheetor. And yeah, while it doesn't really look like Cheetor, it does kind of look like Transmetal 2 Cheetor, which is good enough for me. He looks more like an aged version of the character, which isn't that bad of an idea in my opinion. But oh boy, that cheetah mode looks horrible. Man, it looks so stiff. It looks like a furry walking on all fours, especially with the hands. But oh boy, if you thought Cheetor had a bad redesign, wait till you see Airraiser, cause wow. That face looks like a mangled pile of flesh. What did they do? They made RC look like a supermodel, but Airraiser looks like a goddamn school janitor. But oh boy, her bird mode looks like a malnourished falcon. Looks like I dipped a vulture in mud and then gave it robot legs. This looks nasty. It is an actual overgrown turkey. Whatever. Let's move on from the Maximals and go back around to the Autobots. Never mind, I hate it. Not only did they just color the head completely wrong, but the kibble looks horrible. Like, what are his feet? And he's got one of them dumb arm cannons. And it looks like they just sacrificed the robot mode so the car mode would be perfect looking. Really needed that product placement, huh? Whatever. Let's stop with all the negativity and move on to a figure that looks actually good. Ooh, now that's good right there. I like this. I like this a lot. Great sculpting and detailing. I like his little mace, and he has really, really nice looking proportions. And wow, that is a sick looking tow truck. God, I love it so much. Hooray for Battle Trap. And now the most marketable character that somehow got the crappiest figure out of the whole line. It's Bumblebee. God, what happened? It's not even the engineering or proportions that looks bad. It's the paint. Did they fall asleep while painting him? What is this? Yeah, he has a sick as hell Camaro alt mode, but like, what? My theory is that they sacrificed the paint budget on this figure to give the rest of the figures good paint, but still. Anyway, let's move on to the character that isn't going to transform in the movie, which means they had to give him a crappy half-baked alt mode. It's Frieza. Sorry, that was a terrible joke, but I can't be the only one that thinks he looks like Mohawk from the last night. He's got a really cool design, though. I like the forearms and spooky spider face. And his mohawk, obviously. His alt mode's pretty meh. The turret would look way better if the feet weren't just folded up on the back. But, they did what they could. It is a core class figure, after all. He is supposed to combine with the next figure on the list, which is pretty exciting. And the next figure is Scourge. Awesome looking in my opinion. I think it looks great. Although I will say, why the long face? Pretty sick looking truck mode though. I think everyone said that though. You know, looks like it's right out of Mad Max. But that pretty much rounds out the Studio Series figures. So let's move on to mainline toys. These are the transforming masks and they do look pretty decent. I like how they handled all the straps. Here's the Optimus Primal mask mode. It turns into a monkey head. Pretty weird looking, honestly. Circle nostrils. And the Bumblebee mask has a mustache on it. I can't imagine these are too comfortable to wear, and they are pretty expensive. Next up, we got the Smash Changer Optimus Prime. You can already buy one of these, nothing too exciting, so yeah. But in more interesting news, there's an Optimus Primal Smash Changer. Pretty interesting. He's got the mouth plate cut out for his mouth. And then you got Gun Optimus Prime. Something is so silly about this, and I love it. I'm gonna buy one. It's a Nerf gun Optimus Prime. Then we got the weaponizers. Here's Cheetor in his cheetah mode with weird cat shoe things. Yeah. And a shark fin tail. But that's there so you can tear his spine out and turn him into a sword. How would you wield this properly? Whatever. The next guy's way cooler. We got Rhinox in his Rhino mode. Looking pretty Rhino-y, like all that silver paint. Pretty snazzy. And he turns into a machine gun. Yeah, that's awesome. I absolutely love that. I'm going to buy like 8 of these. Next up, don't know if this character's going to be in the movie, but we got Skull Cruncher. Pretty sick looking crocodile. I love that. Turns into a giant ion blaster cannon thing. Reminds me of Optimus's old guns in some of the older movies like Dark of the Moon. Pretty cool. We also got the Beast Combiners, which are all pretty sick looking, except they aren't. They're all so goofy. I love it. Yes, I realize I contradicted myself. Here's RC. She looks way better than her core class figures, but her arms are stiffer than me sitting in a chair at school for 8 hours. Wait. That came out wrong, okay? Here she's in motorcycle mode. Looks pretty decent. Equally as good as a core class figure. Goofy looking tiger, though. Next up, we got Optimus Primal with some weird long arms, and he's just horribly colored. Although I love Skull Cruncher so much. Awesome robot crocodile. Here's Optimus Primal by himself. Really just accentuates those goofy long arms. Wow. Here's his gorilla mode. Looks pretty good. I see why he had long arms, but still looks kind of weird. Anyway, we also got Bumblebee and Shadow, the ultimate life form. I don't remember his name. Anyway, Optimus Prime with a chainsaw wolf. Need I say more? Like, that's awesome. And also, Truck looks pretty good. It's only like $15. Definitely going to pick one of these up. That's sick. And there's also going to be an Optimus Primal. So, yeah, he's got a mangled, mutilated crossbow tiger thing. Nice gunmetal gray for the figure, though. And now for the joke that is undeniably beast mode Bumblebee. I mean, it looks pretty good in normal robot mode, you know, not too shabby. I kind of like the lack of the door wings here. Sick looking off-road Camaro. Kind of looks like a monster truck with how the wheels are so far off the ground. But, wow. This is just sad. How is this even a beast mode? It's an eagle chest burster and some tiny wings. And now for whatever these guys are called. I don't know, but they all look pretty cool. They all have flip-out arm weapon gimmicks, I guess. Here's Optimus Prime. Cool little truck mode over there. I like that quite a bit, actually. Be cool to see that in the movie. We got Rhinox, too. You know, looks pretty decent. Weird handgun thing. Also kind of a hunchback. And Bumblebee is just stiff in the arms. So, yeah. Whatever. Anyway, allow us to wash the mediocrity out of our mouths with something good. Something better. With Mainline Air Razor. That looks amazing. That actually looks like Air Razor. I love it. It's got limited articulation, sure, but they just nailed the design here. Man, why aren't they using this in the movie? Her bird mode also doesn't look like a malnourished vulture. Looks like a well-fed eagle. Delicious. After Air Razor, we got Cheetor. Again, pretty cool looking. They actually did the tail whip right, unlike the Kingdom figure, and he looks like the original Beast Wars Cheetor. And he's also got a gut gun. Pretty great sculpting and detailing. I absolutely love this figure. Cheetah mode also looks a bit better, even though it has brown pants. But honestly, I could take either Cheetor design. Neither of them are bad. Alright, this is getting too positive. It's time to look at Pablo. Oh boy, this guy's an abomination. Not only is he the nerd face, but he has a brown bike helmet and suspenders hooked up to his car headlight nipples. You know you messed up when people like the brown van alt mode more than the actual robot mode. Come on. What are you doing? This isn't Wheeljack anymore. It's officially Pablo. Continuing with the trash, we got Nightbird with skinny thin legs and skinny thin arms and car kibble skirts. I guess the car mode does look pretty good, but the windshield has little notches in it, so yeah. That's all the mainline deluxes so far, so let's look at the Voyagers. Wow, Rhinox looks really, really good. Sure, he's got boring colors, and it sucks that you have to parts form the rhino horn, but not bad. Looks like him if he was brown. He's also got this really boxy rhino mode, which I kind of love, especially with those chains hanging out of his shoulders. Mwah. And now, for my favorite figure out of the whole line so far, the Top G Optimus Prime. He looks absolutely amazing, and I haven't even gotten my greasy little hands on him. While he does have an excessive amount of gray plastic, I do still really, really like the way the figure looks so far. It's got potential, and that continues into the vehicle mode, which looks really amazing as well. Sure, it's an unlicensed truck, and it has red headlights, and the back is a bit bulky, but shut up. Let me have this. It looks great. And I love it. Plus, I figured I'd end this video on a high note, so yeah, that's all the toy reveals so far. Something probably got leaked while I made this video and right after I posted this video, but whatever. Keep the hype train going. I'll probably make a part 2. Hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.